Are you ready for algebra? This lecture is for any student who's either a 6th grader, 7th grader, or 8th grader and is taking pre-algebra. Or you might be a rising algebra star who wants to make sure that they still retain the mathematical skills that they learned in their pre-algebra class. Or you might be a grown-up who's afraid that they might be a bit rusty on their pre-algebra skills and wants to just test it. So this lecture video is on order of operations, also known as PEMDAS. In this lecture, I'm not going to teach you anything. All we are doing is we are establishing your baseline. I'm going to give you a series of questions, maybe like 15 to 20 questions in all. I forget how many are there, but you will see however many there are. And I will pause the video on each question for approximately 5 seconds to give you time to pause your video, write down the question in your notebook, and answer it. Then we move on to the next question and the next question and so on. So what I want you to do is, I want you to answer all these questions, work them out, write down their answers. Well, you might say that I can work these things in my head. That's fine, as long as you write down those answers. Why? Because I'm going to go through all the questions first, and then I'm going to go through all the answers. So it's not like you see a question, then it's answer. Next question, then it's answer. We're not doing that. You're going to see all the questions. I want you to solve them all, and then move on to checking their answers. I will let you tell me, would it be better if I show you question, then it's answer, question, then it's answer, compared to what I'm doing in this video where I'm showing all the questions and then all the answers. After you score your questions, you will know if you know this concept or not. If you know this concept, you're ready for the next test. If you do not know this concept, then at the end of this lecture, I'm going to provide you a link for a lecture, a review of PEMDAS or order of operations, where you can learn this concept. I hope that this introduction made sense. I am Dr. Rima McMullen, and here at ACEM Academy, I want to teach the entire course of Algebra 1, Algebra 2, pre-calculus, calculus, geometry, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, all kind of mathematics. And I also want to teach you physics here. I have a doctorate in physics and teaching is my passion. I want to begin with Algebra 1, and for that, I want to make sure that you have grasped the concepts of pre-algebra. I'm not going to go in details of pre-algebra, but I want to make sure that you do know some of these concepts of pre-algebra without which you absolutely cannot do algebra. So are you ready for this test? Your question number 1 is about to come on screen. So grab your notebook, grab your pencil, and get ready. Here comes your question number 1. And like I said, I will leave it on the screen for approximately 5 seconds after I shut up. I want you to pause this video and solve this problem. Moving on to problem number 2. Moving on to problem number 3. Moving on to problem number 4. And I'm stopping for approximately 5 to 6 seconds on each problem. Next one. Here you go, next one. Next one, number 7. Next one, number 8. Next one, number 9. Number 10. Alright, so here we go. On the next screen, I'm about to show you 10 problems. And for those 10 problems, you have to figure out where would the parentheses go. And to fit all of those problems on the screen, I'll have to remove my video from here. So here we go. Next 10 problems. Here you have to insert parentheses to make the following equations true. Now there are definitely a bunch of problems on this slide. You absolutely have to practice a lot of problems to be fluent in mathematics. So feel free to pause the slide and write down each question, each equation, and figure out where would the parentheses go. Alright, I'm back. We're now going to go over the answers. So answer for number 1, you should have gotten 9. Answer for number 2, 18. Number 3, 2. Number 4, 39. Number 5, 16. Number 6, 8. Number 7, minus 14. Number 8, 11. Number 9, 11 again. We have 2 11s in a row. That's interesting. I didn't realize it when I was making this quiz. Number 10, 19. Now we're about to go over the answers for the next 10 questions, where you figure out where would the parentheses go to make the equation true. Here you go. I'm sort of in the way, but let's move it over. Here you go. Hopefully you can see the parentheses for each of the questions. It should take you maybe like 2 to 3 seconds to check each answer. So I will leave this slide on here for, let's say, 15 seconds or so. I'm just guessing the time here. I'm usually pretty good at it though. All right, moving on to next slide to check the answers for the next 5 questions. Let me scoot it over. Here you go. I will leave this slide on here again for about, let's say, 20 seconds. I'm tapping my foot on the floor to count seconds. All right, hopefully you have scored your assessment, and I hope that you all made 100%. But if not, and if you did not score 100% due to some silly mistake, you're fine. But if you think that you're lacking something in your understanding of order of operations, then the next chapter in this playlist, that is going to be a review of order of operations, also abbreviated as PEMDAS. So the reason that I created this quiz like this, even though I know that there are a bunch of quizzes online that you could take on your own and that will score your quiz for you. And by the way, I am myself working on a website for you guys where you will be able to take this quiz online. But in addition to that, I also want to bring in this human companionship. I'm right here with you, talking to you as you're working through these problems. So you're not alone. We're going to work through these problems together. So once again, if you scored 100% on this problem set, then go ahead and move to the problem set number 2. When this video ends, there should be a link for going to the next test, which is going to be on exponents. But if you did not do so well on this quiz and you want to review your concepts on order of operations, then go to the next lecture in this playlist on PEMDAS review or order of operations review. And I'll see you again next time very soon in the next lecture.